What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another great installment of Tough Quarantine Calls. You know what's going on. It's me and
your boy Dylan Yeller.
So today's episode is Tough Quarterback Calls. Ooh, we got a lot of new quarterback moves and grooves going on. Thanks to free agency keeping us alive with some drama.
And we're going to talk about what quarterback has the biggest shoes to fill and the easiest shoes to fill.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so basically we're going to talk about, who's replacing who, who's getting the upgrade, who's going to, be coming out with some nerves like, man, I don't want to mess up because, this town love their old boy.
And who's still in limbo, who ain't got a home yet.
Oh, we talking about that?
I mean, there's some
yeah, we
quarterbacks who still ain't got a home yet.
Okay. So let's get right into the video.
Let's go.
Teddy Bridgewater, Cam Newton. Teddy Bridgewater has some huge shoes to fill.
Huge.
Not
big,
even just
size 20.
Not even just on I'm about to say on court. Not even just on field shoes to fill. Cam Newton means so much to his city.
Right.
Cam Newton means so much to both states, North and South Carolina.
Yep.
He has a lot of personality to fill. People who got behind Cam, Superman, Daddy, you know what I'm saying? He brought a lot of swag, a lot of personality. Carolina, they had Steve Smith, but Cam was really like the dude that made Carolina a team. Like,
exactly.
you know what I mean? Gave them a presence, a personality, a swag. And Teddy ain't got no swag.
Teddy is a good quarterback, but he's not on Cam Newton level. He's not the superior athlete that Cam Newton was. He doesn't have the arm that Cam Newton had. He doesn't have the personality that Cam Newton had. He don't got the feet. The fits. He don't got the hats. He don't got the none of that Cam Newton had.
I think that's the easiest thing maybe to replace. He could get a hat with a feather.
Yeah, exactly. But for Teddy Bridgewater, it's all about coming in there and just doing your job. Don't try to be Cam Newton because you're not. Nobody's ever going to be Cam Newton besides Cameron Newton. Go in there and be Teddy. Go in there and try to be Teddy Bridgewater. That's all you can do. Play good football. Play your game. If you do that, then the people are going to cling to you and your personality, and people will forget about Cam Newton. But don't try to be Cam. Don't try to be anybody else besides you. You dig?
Nobody's forgetting about Cam Newton because, like I said, Cam Newton is one of Carolina's. Mind you, the Panthers are still a young team. How old? 25?
Yeah, something like that.
25, maybe 26, somewhere around that number. They're still a young team. Cam Newton was one of their first huge identities.
That's true.
Nobody would ever be able to replace Cam Newton.
That's facts, but what I'm saying is if Teddy Bridgewater goes in there, he plays his game, and he wins football games for the Carolina Panthers, they won't forget about Cam Newton, but they will be so focused on Teddy Bridgewater and that version of the Carolina Panthers that Cam Newton won't be as important or won't be as huge of a elephant in the room or a gray cloud over Teddy Bridgewater's head if he wins without post the Cam Newton era.
That's true, but Cam Newton not only brought swag, Cam Newton brought MVP status.
He did.
Cam Newton brought a Super Bowl run. So we can't forget that. It wasn't just, I know I said, yes, off-field presence, but the on-field presence too, because a lot of people are hating on Cam because he's hurt now. Y'all forget where Cam was when he was the daddy.
Cam went crazy.
MVP. Cam went crazy. He was so fun to watch because he seemed like he was having so much fun. Like, he seemed like he was having the time of his life.
He was. That's
chewing his gum, smiling.
That Super Bowl team went what? 15-1? With that one loss to the Falcons. I'm just gonna put that out there. I gotta do that. But anyways, the Super Bowl team went 15-1. Even though it lost to the Broncos, that Super Bowl team was still so much fun to watch. They had so much fun on the field. Nothing but smiling, nothing but dabbing. Like, you can't ever forget that. But like I said, if Teddy Bridgewater plays his game and if he brings wins to the Carolina Panthers, they will not forget about Cam Newton, but they will still cling to Teddy Bridgewater.
Like you're saying, become content, ready to move on.
Exactly.
Because you always got to move on. You always have that, ooh, I love him with my soul, but either he's retiring or he's moving on. You got to, love your team and not players.
Exactly.
But lastly, I would say, I had a point. Nick Foles, Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just glad to have Nick Foles off my shoulders, out of my hair, as an Eagles fan, you know what I mean? So they can have that whole controversy, Nick versus Mitch. I'm just glad we don't have Carson versus Nick anymore because when I tell y'all I'm tired,
She was tired.
I was tired of hearing that.
She was tired of hearing Nick Foles
So,
start over Carson.
Would you say those are easy shoes to fill?
Easy shoes to fill. I mean, he can
He's gonna slide right in them shoes. You don't even gotta break them shoes in.
Nick Foles, all he has to do for the Chicago Bears is bring them to the playoffs. Get them to the playoffs. And he already has done more than Mitch Trubisky has. Mitch Trubisky, he just didn't seem like he was all the way there sometimes. He made some really bad throws sometimes. He just didn't seem like he was all the way invested in the game sometimes. So Mitch Trubisky, either this Nick Foles move is gonna push him, further into that starting role and, really amp him up, juice him up, show that, okay, like they really trying to get rid of me. I need to step up my game. I need to take it more seriously. Or they're just going to push him right out of Chicago with Nick Foles. And Nick Foles is going to take over. So we'll see. I think Nick Foles is going to end up getting that starting job just because you don't get a guy like that. You don't get a Super Bowl MVP and not, start him off the bat, especially with the season that Mitch Trubisky had. I just think his time is up with Chicago. I think maybe he lands a backup role somewhere. He probably end up backup in Chicago this season and probably a backup somewhere else. Maybe he'll land a starting job somewhere, but I just think Mitch Trubisky is not all the way there yet, not all the way developed yet. We'll see. Hopefully he can land a starting job somewhere, but I mean his arm just
should we call him
isn't there. We're getting there. I wouldn't call him that quite yet, but we're getting there. Mitch, you're on your last leg, buddy. I can tell you that. Mitch Trubisky. Yeah, I like that.
One more time, Mitch
Trubisky.
But we gotta do an in-depth video on Nick Foles because I mean his storyline is just
crazy.
One of a kind. I mean,
it's a roller coaster, boy.
Backing up I don't know who he originally got drafted by. I don't know where he started out at, but starting with backup with the Eagles, backing up Michael Vick, comes in, from Michael Vick gets injured, he comes in, gets us a couple wins. That's when he first got on our radar. Like, he a really good backup. He's straight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Goes away to where did he go? The Rams.
I don't even know. I think so. Yeah, the Rams. The Rams. He was banging up Sam Bradford.
Yeah, he got Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
He got shipped to the Rams. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, he's backing up Carson Wentz. Going from starting somewhere, backing up, and then Super Bowl MVP, and now back to he got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to in depth. I mean, it's quarantine. What else we got to talk about? Phillip Rivers. We don't know whose shoes he's feeling. We should say for the video. Is he feeling Jacoby Brissett shoes, or is he feeling, Andrew Luck shoes? Technically, he's feeling Jacoby Brissett shoes because Andrew Luck. That was wild. We don't have time to get deep depth, but Andrew Luck's peace out was wild, boy.
It was wild. So unexpected, but
I'm still shook.
Anyways, Phillip Rivers is pretty much
he's feeling two shoes. He got his foot in one and foot in whatever.
Yeah,
but Andrew Luck was supposed to, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's okay.
Andrew Luck, let me just set the scene. I'm trying to set the mood, okay?
You're trying to set the vibe.
I'm going to set the mood, then I'm going to let you go on in your tangent.
Okay.
Andrew Luck was supposed to be that dude for the Colts. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He was supposed to be that dude. And he was.
He was.
But I'm saying he was supposed to be because he was still in his prime.
Yeah.
He didn't even dig deep into his potential yet. So when I say he was supposed to be that dude, he could have been that Peyton Manning. He could have been that Tom Brady for the Colts.
He could.
But I said Peyton Manning, that's triggering. Could he have been the Peyton Manning for the Colts? That's a whole other video. But Andrew Luck had huge shoes to fill. Peyton Manning shoes. And they were on the Andrew Luck train. So the fact that, Phillip Rivers, who was that dude for his franchise, is coming into a whole other franchise, he's got shoes to fill. Now, go ahead and talk about him.
So, Phillip Rivers is filling Andrew Luck's shoes. Jacoby Brissett, whether y'all want to hear it or not,
the shoes on.
whether y'all want to admit it or not, Colts fans out there, I'm sorry. Jacoby Brissett was always a filler. He was always a temporary fix. If it worked out, great. If it didn't, whatever. They were gonna make the move like they did with Phillip Rivers. So Jacoby Brissett was an experiment, and it didn't work out. So
can I just say go Pat?
I'm sorry, Jacoby.
Can I say go Pat?
You can say go Pat.
Because Jacoby Brissett, when I was a freshman at State, Jacoby Brissett was my first, NC State quarterback.
And now he's a backup.
Okay, go.
Anyways, Jacoby Brissett, I'm sorry, but you were just an experiment, really. If you worked out and had a tremendous season, brought the Colts to the playoffs, great. You could have kept your starting job, but you didn't do that. So Phillip Rivers is in. He is filling Andrew Luck's shoes, whether Colts fans want to admit it or not. That's the shoes he's filling. They are ready to win in the short term. That's why they got Phillip Rivers, a quarterback who could come in and fill in immediately, help them win immediately. So
Immediately.
So Phillip Rivers is filling Andrew Luck's shoes. Kind of big shoes to fill. Andrew Luck never reached his full potential with the Colts, obviously because of injuries and things of that sort. But Phillip Rivers is a great quarterback for y'all. He's going to do his thing, and I feel like the Colts are going to make a good push next year. AFC South is going to be tough with the Texans. They're making moves too. Even though they lost DeAndre Hopkins, they made some other moves as well. So Phillip Rivers, he's filling some shoes, but I think he's going to do the job.
How big are the shoes? Because that's the video. Does he have huge shoes to fill?
The shoes are not quite as big as to fill because Andrew Luck didn't get his full time in Indy.
Right.
That retirement was,
Andrew Luck didn't really get to break.
He didn't get to break in the shoes. He really didn't. He didn't
get to wear in those.
He didn't get to go on multiple runs with the Colts. He made a few playoff appearances, but he didn't make multiple runs with the Colts like a Peyton Manning did or a Tom Brady did with New England. So Phillip Rivers, he's feeling like size 10 shoes. Not something too big, but not too small, but right in the middle.
Chase Daniel, Matt Stafford. Now we got a lot of questions here because we're not sure if Matt Stafford is going to be healthy.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Next season. But for, given, because Matt Stafford's wife tweeted, he's healthy. But I would tweet my husband healthy because I want them to know he coming out to play. We can't take his wife saying he's healthy for, we could take that with a grain of salt. Of course she's going to say that. So, Chase Daniel, given the fact, let's say Chase Daniel has to play 1 or 2, 3, 4 games, starting off the season. What shoes will he have to fill with Matt Stafford?
He's having to fill big shoes. Matt Stafford is that team. They're trying to build around Matt Stafford. They gave him that contract a couple years back. They're building around Matt Stafford. They're putting weapons around Matt Stafford. So, Chase Daniels has huge shoes to fill because even though there have been talks about, we go trade Matt Stafford, cut Matt Stafford, things like that. Matt Stafford is still that team. Matt Patricia is still behind Matt Stafford. So Matt Stafford is still that quarterback. He's still that dude in Detroit. So Chase Daniels, you're filling big shoes. Whether you like it or not, you're filling big shoes. Point blank, period.
Now, I just have to say, because NFL Network, NBA, they posting all these throwbacks.
Right.
Can we just talk about how much we appreciated Matt Stafford and Megatron?
That was a combo.
I'm an Eagles fan, but I was a stand for that combo.
That was a combo. And shout out to Calvin Johnson. I was a stand for that combo just because Calvin Johnson went to my high school, Santa Cruz Patriots, yeller. And went to Georgia Tech, yeller. So,
yeller.
Just a hater, bruh. Just a hater. You trying to shout out a little thing and she just
I'm trying to shout out.
She over here pack. But I try to shout out something. She just hating, bruh. But it's okay though.
We stand that. We need to do a video quarterback, wide receiver stand.
Oh.
I stand Vic and Deshaun Jackson, boy.
And I stand obviously Matt and Julio.
Throwbacks. They're not going on anymore.
What you mean, Matt and Julio?
No, we're talking about throwback stands. We'll do that video later.
Yeah, we'll do that video later.
Okay, so yeah, big shoes.